Welcome to another captivating episode of Psych with Sigmund. Today, we're going to delve into one of the most influential and practical concepts in modern psychology, cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT for short. This powerful approach has revolutionized the way we understand and manage our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, making it an indispensable tool for anyone seeking to improve their mental health and well-being. So, what exactly is cognitive behavioral therapy? In a nutshell, CBT is a type of psychotherapy that focuses on identifying and changing negative thought patterns and behaviors that contribute to various mental health issues, such as anxiety, depression, or post-traumatic stress disorder. It's based on the idea that our thoughts, feelings, and actions are interconnected, and by becoming more aware of these connections, we can learn to manage our emotions and behaviors more effectively. The concept of CBT emerged in the 1960s, primarily through the work of psychologist Aaron Beck, who is often referred to as the father of cognitive therapy. Beck's groundbreaking research demonstrated that individuals with depression tended to have distorted or unhelpful thinking patterns, which he termed cognitive distortions. These distortions can include all-or-nothing thinking, overgeneralization, or catastrophizing, among others. By becoming aware of these distortions and learning to challenge them, individuals can develop more balanced and constructive ways of thinking. This approach is rooted in several key psychological theories, including cognitive theory, behavioral theory, and social learning theory. Cognitive theory posits that our thoughts and perceptions play a crucial role in shaping our emotions and behaviors. Behavioral theory, on the other hand, emphasizes the importance of environment and learning in shaping our actions. Social learning theory suggests that we learn new behaviors by observing others and imitating their actions. One of the key psychologists who contributed to our understanding of CBT is Albert Ellis, who developed Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy, REBT. Ellis's work focused on the idea that individuals have the power to choose how they think and behave, and that by adopting a more rational and constructive approach to thinking, we can overcome negative emotions and behaviors. Another important contributor to CBT is David Burns, who developed the concept of cognitive behavioral therapy as we know it today. For example, a meta-analysis published in the Journal of Consulting and Clinical Psychology found that CBT was significantly more effective than other forms of therapy in reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression. One of the most well-known studies on CBT is the Cognitive Behavioral Therapy versus Medication study, which compared the effectiveness of CBT with medication in treating depression. The results showed that CBT was just as effective as medication in reducing symptoms of depression, and that the benefits of CBT were more long-lasting. However, like any other therapeutic approach, CBT is not without its controversies and debates. Some critics argue that CBT oversimplifies complex mental health issues or neglects the role of social and cultural factors. Others argue that CBT can be too focused on individual responsibility, and that it may not adequately address systemic or structural issues that contribute to mental health problems. So, how can understanding cognitive behavioral therapy help you in your everyday life? Well, my experience with clients has shown me that CBT can be incredibly practical and empowering. By learning to recognize and challenge negative thought patterns, individuals can develop more balanced and constructive ways of thinking, leading to improved emotional regulation, increased self-esteem, and more effective coping strategies. For instance, imagine you're facing a stressful situation at work, and you start thinking, "I'll never be able to meet this deadline, I'm a total failure." A CBT approach would encourage you to step back, examine the evidence for that thought, and reframe it in a more realistic and positive light. Such as, "I've managed difficult projects before, I can break this down into smaller tasks and ask for help if needed." Another example might be someone who struggles with social anxiety. Using CBT, they could learn to identify and challenge negative self-talk, such as, "I'm so awkward and boring, nobody wants to talk to me." by reframing these thoughts in a more balanced way, such as, "I'm feeling nervous, but I've had positive interactions with people before." They can begin to build confidence and develop more effective coping strategies. In addition to its therapeutic applications, CBT can also be used in everyday life to improve relationships, manage stress, and achieve personal goals. By becoming more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, we can learn to communicate more effectively, set healthy boundaries, and cultivate a more positive and resilient mindset. In conclusion, cognitive behavioral therapy is a remarkably effective and accessible approach to understanding and managing our mental health. By recognizing the interconnectedness of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, we can develop the skills and strategies needed to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. As my colleague Aaron Beck once said, "The way we think about ourselves and the world around us has a profound impact on our emotional well-being." So, take a moment to reflect on your own thoughts and behaviors and consider how you might use CBT to improve your mental health and well-being. I hope you found this information helpful and informative. Remember, taking care of your mental health is an ongoing process, and it's okay to seek help when you need it. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to exploring more topics in psychology and mental health with you in the future. Take care and stay well. The references used in this discussion include Experestip DSS, DCB, Max, Beck, AT, DCFO, 2, Terms to 40 HU, TCB, Max, TCB, A New Approach to the Treatment of Depression, Guilford Press, XE, Ellis, HECV, Max E. Max, TCFO, Reason and Emotion in Psychotherapy, Lyle Stewart, Diggsby, Max, DD, 1980, Feeling Good, The New Morrow Paperbacks, Case Hoffman, SG, Asnani, A. Vonk, I. J. Sawyer, AT, and Fang, A. 2012. The Efficacy of Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, A Review of Meta-Analyses, Cognitive Therapy and Research, 36-2, 103-1110, Butler, A.C., Chapman, J.E., Foreman, E.M., and Beck, A.T. 2006. The Empirical Status of Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, A Review of Meta-Analyses, Clinical Psychology Review, 26-1, 1731. I hope this information is helpful. Let me know if you have any further questions or topics you'd like to discuss. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.